Hello and welcome to this week's edition of VBN Sports Update. I'm your host, Wayne Price. Today we'll be talking hockey, basketball, and more junior sports as well. We'll be speaking with Les Lindhout, who is the organizer of the annual Chilliwack Pee Wee 2013 Jamboree. All this and more coming up on VBN Sports. Welcome back to VBN Sports. I'm Wayne Price. This weekend was bustling with sporting events across the valley. The UFE Cascades took to the courts on Friday night, taking on the UBC Thunderbirds. The women's basketball team succumbed to the UBC by a score of 56-54. With the loss, the Cascades extend their slide to 3, while the UBC extends their own streak to 3 wins. UFE is currently ranked 6th in the CIS top 10, while UBC is unranked. The Cascades held UBC to 3 points in the opening 6 minutes of the game before a rush of fouls and poor UFE shooting helped the Thunderbirds close the gap. The quarter ended with UFE up only by 2 at 13-11, and UBC star Chris Young and Harleen Sadu beginning to show their quality. The Cascades Sarah Works, Kaylee Sidori, and Nicole Works all scored into double digits. Next, the UFE Cascades men soundly defeated the UBC Thunderbirds by a score of 69-62. This marks the 4th time UFE has beaten the Thunderbirds in their last 5 clashes at the Envision Athletic Center, dating back to the 2011-12 season. Instrumental to the Cascades' success is the 3rd and 4th quarter was standout performance from third-year transfer Kevin Ford, whose 6 points, 6 assists, and 4 steals helped secure the win. Both UBC and UFE are part of a multiple team battle for the 4th playoff spot in the Pacific Division, a situation relatively new to both programs after the comparative dominance in recent seasons. The same night, the Abbotsford Heat were defeated 3-2 by the Unica Comets. The Heat are now 17-6-0-1 on the season and currently sit first in the American Hockey League with 35 points. The Heat outshot the Comets 37-17. The Heat took 2 penalties in the final minute, and the game ended 3-2 for the Comets. Abbotsford was 2 for 5 with the man advantage and killed off one of the 2 Unica power plays. Now to local action, the Chilliwack Chiefs fell to the first place Powell River Kings by a score of 8-5. The Chiefs got the start they wanted in this one, building a 3-1 lead on goals by Jake Hann, Matthew Tibbett, and Carter Colquhoun, and chasing Kings starting goaltender Jonah Himu after 20 minutes. Now with this, more VBN Sports commentator Gino Culturi calls the action.
Tibbett gets it back in for a nice pass to Plevy. Shot by Hann, scores! It all started with Tibbett to Plevy. Had that shot, the rebound came out to Hann, he put it 5-hole on Emu, and it's a 1-0 hockey game in for the Chiefs at home. Goes back to the point, shot on net, tipped and scores! A seeing-eyed puck from the point fools Tremblay, and it's a 1-1 hockey game here. 9:49 in the first period.
Yeah, trying to see on that replay what it hit. It was just a knuckler. You could see that thing turning over and over and just dipping down, and it looked like Tremblay thought he had it lined up with the blocker, but it dipped more than he thought it would, and maybe that's what Powell River needs to liven themselves up.
Shot by Sillard, just wide. Now scramble in front, nice save, scores! Matthew Tibbett puts away the garbage, and it's a 2-1 Chiefs hockey game there on a scramble in front of the net. And now pin on the near side, Borges, Busher across ice to Colquhoun, a lot of time and space. Colquhoun shot, scores! Carter Colquhoun, his 10th of the season, and a 3-1 Chiefs lead here And he continues to have an excellent season on the back end for the Chiefs. And he just overskated. Now a breakaway chance here for the Kings short-handed. Scores! Drew Durantis gets the shorty for the Kings. And that might just be what the doctor ordered to get this Kings team back in this hockey game.
And for the Chiefs, last week on Shaw against Langley, you saw them give up 2 shorthanded goals, and now they've given up another one. And
as Koshaw was there, now here's Scarfo with it. Now starting the center in the slot. Still with it. Goes back to the point. McLean back. Tipped and scores. And what a tip that was. Oh, they're calling it a high stick. Waved off immediately.
well, he's not using the waved off goal sign. He's using the high stick sign, which has, I think, both teams a little bit confused here.
They might review it there at center ice, it looks like.
No video review at this level. The referee now talking to the linesman. We can take a look at the replay here. As you can see, the wrist shot coming in. That puck hit something high. I just can't tell what it was. And now they are going to say it is a goal. And we are tied at 3.
And trying to find Mitchell Plevy on the breakaway pass. No avail. Kings bring it back in the zone. Here's Renault. Shot in front. Scores! Put in 5-hole by Jared Lukovic-Jodas. And the Kings have a 4-3 lead. I think we're seeing Helpany come in the game now, JB. Ness stays on. Now Plevy shot. Nice shot. Scores! Austin Plevy. You will not see many nicer goals than that. Snapshot from the far slot, top shelf. And we're tied up at 4s here with 8:33 to go. For Coleshaw. Coleshaw centers the front, scores! And we wonder, JB, how long it would take for that power play to get going tonight. And on their forced try, Coleshaw goes low glove hand on Helpany. And it's a 5-4 Kings lead. 16:31 to go, third period. Slap shot now still in the zone. Gober in front for D'Antoni. Shot, Cochran scores! Carter Cochran is second of the night. And we're all tied up at 5s here as this chess match continues. Centered in front, now here's Durantis in front, in tight, rebound, scores! And the ref's gonna call the goal.
Some great in-tight stick handling there by the Kings, who take full advantage of this Chiefs team, which has been undisciplined here in this third period. And we've got ourselves 11 goals in this game. Kings got 6 of them. They lead 6-5, 10 minutes to go.
For right, tipped in front, scores!
I believe.
Tipped in front, trying to get a name on it. Checking the replay here.
His jersey numbers are tough to read from up here.
And it was off Scarfo. And that'll just about do it for this game. So the Chiefs fall 8-5 to the Kings. They had a 3-1 lead after one, and after that were outscored 7-2 in the last 40.
Coming up after the break, we'll be joined by Les Lindhout, event organizer of the annual 2013 Chilliwack Pee Wee Jamboree. Stay tuned.
Like our champions, we know what it takes to win. Every day we put on our uniforms and we strive to be the best. Ring after ring, we keep practicing until it becomes second nature. Our craftsmen have put in thousands of hours to master their trade. And when things get tough, we make the adjustments needed to stay on top. Baron Championship rings. This is who we are.
Welcome back to VBN Sports Update. I'm joined here by Mr. Les Lindhout of the Pee Wee Jamboree. Welcome to VBN Sports, and tell me a little bit about the Chilliwack Jamboree. What's it all about?
All right, well, thanks for having me, Wayne. Jamboree is an event that's been going on. It's got a really deep history here in the city of Chilliwack. It's been going on. This is our 55th year. It's 55th annual tournament. Probably the longest continuously running Pee-wee tournament in all of Western Canada. And it's a really great event for these kids. It's a real community event.
How many participants come in during a jamboree, like in the hockey players themselves?
In this year's event, we're looking to have approximately 675 to 700 kids, over 40 different teams, and that's just the kids playing. The economic input to the community is actually much larger than that, because every child comes with at least one parent, and a lot of them come with two parents and a couple of siblings, and we really, you'll really feel the buzz at the arenas this year.
So there's a little bit of economic impact for the city of Chilliwack.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So give us a little bit, with the kids in that, where are they coming from? Are they throughout BC, or they come further away?
Well, we've got 40 teams. Of those 40 teams, 10 are based here out of Chilliwack. They're our own teams. We have 3 of the rep teams, so we're represented in the platinum, gold, and silver divisions, and then our recreation league is our bronze division. There's 7 teams there, so those are the 10 from Chilliwack. Then we have 12 that are traveling from outside of the Lower Mainland. Those ones will come anywhere from Portland to Prince George. We have Kelowna, we have Portland, Seattle, Everett. We've got a really good contingency from Vancouver Island as well. There's some of our strongest teams in this tournament are the teams outside of the Lower Mainland this year.
And where do they hold the events? You got a couple of rinks.
Yep, we're fortunate enough to utilize all 4 ice sheets here in town for 4 days straight. So we're looking at probably 6:30 in the morning till 9:30 at night for 4 days, just start and go. And this couldn't be done without the volunteer help that we have. And unfortunately, some of their scheduling isn't the best because they've got to be there to help set up and tear down every night. So
yeah, and everybody has day jobs.
Yeah, everybody has day jobs. You betcha.
And you're utilizing the Prospera Center for some of your championship games?
Championship games will be at Prospera Center on the 30th. I believe they're in the afternoon of the 30th. Some are on the big ice and some are on the smaller ice. And we've been very fortunate with the Chiefs have been great for us this year in what they've been able to offer us. They've done a lot of stuff, and it's from trophy presentations to skills competitions to allowing us to have the box and some rooms and all that kind of stuff.
And to put on something of this large here in the Chilliwack area takes a lot of community support, and I guess you're always looking for support. If there's somebody here watching, they want to say, would like to support it, what roles are there and what can they do to help support?
Well, we've got lots of volunteer roles. When you're running a tournament or an event this large, you need lots of hands-on people delivering communications to the teams, delivering our handouts, our giveaways, all that. Every game, the kids get a little something from us as a tournament. So you're coordinating that amongst 16 different dressing rooms over 2 different rinks. We need volunteers to act as hosts and liaisons for teams, so that if people have questions, they want to know where things are, they'll generally go to our Facebook page, but we still like to have another contact for them there. Not so much a need for drivers, and other than that, our base of volunteers are hockey parents, and our hockey parents know that you're a hockey parent, you're a hockey volunteer.
Yeah, and so some of the people that are going to be coming here, the parents and all that, I guess they're going to be looking for accommodations. And do you have assistance in that to help them with accommodations, to direct them to the right place?
Yes, we've been very fortunate to hook up with Tourism Chilliwack. Tourism Chilliwack has helped us coordinate the event with the hotels. So let them know that this is what's going on during this time of year. Can you please be cognizant of that and block off a good section of rooms? And I believe that with the number of teams coming out of town, they should definitely be able to provide a good hosting experience for them.
Okay, well that's great. It sounds like there's going to be a great event and a great jamboree. If people want to get information about it, how do they find you on the net?
Oh, the best is probably our Facebook page. It's where it's the communication tool we're utilizing to communicate with all the teams and anybody that's wanting to know what's going on, from 50-50 to draws to game times, schedules, our hotels, which restaurants have been supporting us. All of that is on the Chilliwack Pee Wee Jamboree 2013 Facebook page.
That's all they have to key in. Well, I appreciate you coming in and sharing your thoughts on this upcoming event. And what are the dates, if one more time?
December 27, 8, 9, and 30 is the event dates. And like I said, we'll be running every day from 6:30 in the morning right up until 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah, well, you better catch up on your sleep now, because it sounds like you're not going to have any for a while.
It's a great event, and it's definitely worth putting on. The kids just make some great memories here.
Well, thanks for dropping by. I appreciate it, Les, and good luck with the Jamboree.
Well, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, we're going to be right back and talk a little bit more about some junior sports. So be right back after this message.
Like our champions, we know what it takes to win. Every day we put on our uniforms and we strive to be the best. Ring after ring, we keep practicing until it becomes second nature. Our craftsmen have put in thousands of hours to master their trade. And when things get tough, we make the adjustments needed to stay on top. Baron Championship rings. This is who we are.
Thanks, Les. Well, that's all the time we have for this week's edition. We hope you join us next week for more junior sports from around the Valley. I've been your host, Wayne Price, and we'll see you next week.